Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser, Money G. It's time to do another tag video. Yes, we're doing a lot of tag videos now, and this time this is the Godzilla tag. Now, this tag was actually created by two of my good friends, Sean Erschen from the Horror Corner, and my good friend Pat Hellhound from the Horror Mental channel. They actually came up together and created the Godzilla tag because they're huge Godzilla fans. Now, I'm sorry, Pat. As much as I know you and Sean, and I know Christian from Jen's Reviews and Greg, and I believe Marty from the Trash Picture Show, and my good friend Knight from the Night Zone Watch. I know you guys are huge Godzilla fans, but really was not a huge Godzilla fan. Not that I didn't enjoy the movies. I did enjoy them, watching them growing up as a kid, but I was not a Godzilla fan. I was a Kong fan. I was a King Kong fan. But I did love most of the pictures I see from King Kong, and I had some interesting choices to pick, so I decided to do this tag because Pat did tag me. So, of course, let's get started. There are 12 questions in this tag, and the first one is favorite Godzilla movie. Now, for me, out of all the favorite Godzilla movies I've seen, the one has to be Godzilla vs. Megalon because it has Jet Jaguar in it. Jet Jaguar obviously reminds me of Ultraman because that's what I grew up watching. I enjoyed Ultraman more than I enjoyed Godzilla. So if anything's going to remind me of Ultraman, it's going to be that character from Godzilla vs. Megalon. The next question is least favorite Godzilla movie, and of course, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to pick this one, and that is the American version, the 1998 version Godzilla, starring Matthew Broderick. What's Matthew Broderick doing in a monster picture? He doesn't star in movies like this. Didn't make any sense. He was totally out of character. The monster didn't look right. It just felt weird. The only good thing about that was that song by Sean Puffy Combs with Jimmy Page music in the background. Come with me. I actually have that on my playlist. So definitely least favorite Godzilla movie is the American 1998 version. Okay, the next question is going to be favorite monster other than Godzilla. Now, of course, like I said, well, most people probably don't know this, but if there's any kaiju from Japan that I actually liked and it's not Godzilla, it's Gamera. Yes, Gamera. I actually did like Gamera. I've seen most of his movies. I actually have a DVD of Gamera. Just can't find it. I was going to hope it up. But yeah, if there's any other kaiju that I like other than Godzilla, it's Gamera. The next question is going to be thoughts on the MonsterVerse and how would you rank them? Now, as far as with the MonsterVerses come, I actually do like all the CGI effects that they put on all the creatures, especially obviously with Kong Skull Island and Godzilla versus Kong. I thought they did an excellent job right there. I thought all the movies did okay. Obviously, in the Godzilla movies, the humans just weren't interesting at all, especially in Godzilla King of the Monsters. I felt as though, and then I think my good friend Susan from Movies and Susan, I agree with her. I think another one in the youth, I can't remember, also said the same thing when it came to Godzilla, and especially Godzilla King of the Monsters. The humans got in the way of the fighting, especially in Godzilla King of the Monsters. Um, Billy Bobby Brown, she kept getting in the way. She was more annoying character in that particular one. I really didn't like her character at all. Um, and it just felt, and of course, Vera Farmiga and that dumbass plot about, I'm going to release the Titans because I want to destroy humanity so that way we can be reborn again. It just didn't make any sense. And like I said, but I did enjoy the whole movie series. Obviously I like Kong and Godzilla for Kong Skull Island and Godzilla versus Kong. I think had they shown more of Godzilla in the first one in 2014 instead of keeping them hidden because people want to see Godzilla. And of course, the humans in that one interesting other than Bryan Cranston's character. He was about the best thing about that one. If I were going to rank them, number 4 would be Godzilla King of the Monsters. Number 3 would be Godzilla. Number 2 would be Godzilla versus Kong, and number 1 would be Kong Skull Island. Yes, I'm being biased because Kong rules. I'm going to get a T-shirt that's going to say that King Kong rules. The next question is, what monster would you like to see in the MonsterVerse? That's an interesting question. I would actually like to see the. I don't know if they're going to do this because I think if you were to put Jet Jaguar in this movie, a lot of people say you're copying off of Pacific Rim because of the Jaguars in that particular film. And I do agree with it, although it'd be interesting to see something that actually comes from the Godzilla series and you put him in here. I did like some of the answers that Pat had in his video. There's, I think the creature is called Angulus, one of Godzilla's. First, he fought him, and one of the other Godzillas. Then they became partners, and the rest of them I don't remember the ones, but I remember him mentioning him in this particular character. But if I want to see any monster in the monster universe, bring in Gamera. I'd love to see him and Godzilla team up. Yeah, bring in Gamera. The next question is, how did you or when did you first get into Godzilla? I might have been maybe 9 or 10 years old at the time when I first saw the original Godzilla King of the Monsters. It was obviously the American version that I saw that starred Raymond Burr in the picture. And I'm looking to myself, I said, Mom, why is Ironside in a Godzilla movie? Now, of course, then I didn't know anything about. I heard of Godzilla before, but I never saw any of his movies until that time, and that's how I first got into a Godzilla. And then he was a very frightening creature, and I do like the design. Obviously, he was a play on the atomic bomb and what happened to Japan and Hiroshima. Hiroshima, and obviously that was a play on it right there. But that's how I got into Godzilla by watching the original 1954 version. And that's actually going to lead into the next question, favorite Godzilla design. Now, there's been a whole bunch of designs of Godzilla throughout the years. Obviously, everyone will rag upon the 1999 American version of Godzilla. I do like this design that they have for Godzilla in 2014, and especially I do like his design in Godzilla versus Kong. I think they've improved upon his style throughout the films in the MonsterVerse. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to make a change. I was going to actually pick the original 1954 version, but I'm going to go with 2020's King Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong. But I think that's the best design, and it actually shows him actually his facial features are very shown in this particular film, mainly because I guess because the other two Godzilla films, you really don't see his facial aspects, but you can tell him that he's a badass, and I think he really shows what a tough monster Godzilla is. So best Godzilla design is going to be Godzilla versus Kong, the 2021 version. The next question is greatest Godzilla enemy, and everyone's going to pick this one. It's going to be King Ghidorah. I mean, what more? What what else are you going to pick? There are some other monsters in there. I think the Smog monster. I think Pat picked him. There are some other monsters that have given Godzilla a run for his money. But if anything's given a run for his money, it's going to be King Ghidorah. The next question is an interesting one. Which is the best version of Godzilla vs. Kong? Is the 1962 version or the 2021 version? Now, obviously, I do have some nostalgia for obviously it was actually King Kong versus Godzilla. That's what it was called back then. And you know what do you expect between that and 2021? I mean, obviously you got the better CGI effects. You have a better storyline. Everything is better as far as as far as between that and the 1962 version. And, you had the campy style. You got men dressed up in rubber suits. I hated the design of Kong. He looks real. It's like, I mean, is what you're going to compare to Kong as opposed to his original 1932 version? I mean, I prefer the 32 version of Kong than that one. As much as I did enjoy it, I have to go with 2021. The next question is come up with a tag team that can kick Godzilla's ass. Oh, I had some good ones for this one. If I were to create a tag team that can kick Godzilla's ass, I'm going with the giant robot from Johnny Sacco and Goldar from the Space Giants. Oh boy, I would love to see that battle. Now, of course, I don't know if people don't know, but there are more other monsters or kaijus that come from Japan other than Godzilla. There was a TV show. It was called The Space Giants. in Japan. And then you have Johnny Sokko and his flying robot and giant robot. And those were two of my favorite Japanese shows coming up. Other than Speed Racer. Before I digress, other than Speed Racer, but I did love those two. And if I would love to see a tag team, I would love to see Giant Robot and Goldar take on Godzilla. Question number 11. Layman's monster from Godzilla. It's got to be his son. Oh man, I've only seen one of that movie. I think it was actually Son of Godzilla, and I'm like, this is what they came up with. This is the best you guys can do. Come on, you guys, you designed some decent looking monsters, and this is the best you can do for an offspring of one of the favorite monsters that come from Japan, and this is the best you could come up with. It's kind of insulting to Godzilla if you ask me. And then I think I forgot the Godzilla where he actually talks. I I would have preferred I prefer Godzuki from the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla TV show from this crappy ass guy. Oh man, it's just, I mean, come on now. When they did even Son of Kong, he looks way better than this Son of Kong. It's just, oh man. I mean, oh, right, but yeah, definitely Son of Godzilla. Oh man. All right, and the last question is going to be: which Godzilla would you prefer, hero or villain? Now, this is kind of a tough question because I don't mind Godzilla being a hero or a villain either way. I mean, put it this way, if you're going to base it on typical monster movies or kaiju movies that we've seen back in the day, it would be better if Godzilla was a villain because that's what makes him more dangerous, that's what makes him more frightening, that's what makes Godzilla who Godzilla is. I mean, that's when we first saw Godzilla here in America, the 1954 version. That's what he was, that's what he represented. So if anything's going to make Godzilla be Godzilla, he has to be the villain. So there you have it. That is my answers for the Godzilla tag. I want to once again thanks Pat and Sean Erschen for creating this tag. I want to thank Pat for tagging me. And now it's time for me to tag some other people. I'm first going to tag Hey Eric. Hey Internet, it's Eric. I know he's a huge Godzilla fan, so I think he hasn't been tagged yet. Tag the Night Watch Zone, good friend Knight and the gang over there. I'm pretty sure they're also Godzilla fans. Um, I don't know if any women YouTubers are into Godzilla because I don't know if Dice Roland is a Godzilla fan, but I'm going ahead and tag her anyway. And of course, my sexy rare witch, Queenie Todd from the Queenie Todd Show. If you get a chance, please do this tag. And if you're watching, and if you haven't been tagged by any of the videos, just go on ahead and do the tag. But like I said, make sure you give the credit to Horror Mental, Pat, and Sean Erschen. And so there you have it. That's my video for the day, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a thumbs up, like, and share because that'll help out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put new videos such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember that horror rules, or in this case, Kong rules. I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.